Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, this Thuggin Dee from Baltimore.
Thuggin Dee from Baltimore. Talk to me,
yeah.
man.
What's going on, coach?
What's going on with you?
Yeah, Thuggin Dee, my rap man, too. I was doing when I was young. I think grew up out of that.
Okay.
Yeah. You can hear what's going on in the background.
I thought you were saying you was Thuggin Dee because you about that life out there in the streets.
No, that was when I was younger. But you hear the background?
No, I don't hear the background.
You hear what's going on?
No, I don't hear nothing.
Oh, I'm at work. That's okay. I'm at work right now. That's my little cut that I use, you feel me, when I'm working and shit.
Okay.
But I was saying, like, you ever been to Baltimore?
Yeah, I've been to Baltimore. I've been to Baltimore and I've been to Landover. Cause I used to drive trucks.
Oh, yeah. Both of your parents in your life? Like you grew up with both of your parents?
Nah. I grew up with my mom. I never met my father. I know what he looks like. My mom showed me a picture of him, but I never met. I grew up with my mom. It was a village of people who raised me. I just say that.
yeah, that's more like the lifestyle we live down here. You feel me? Like we grew up kind of rough on the rough side, like killers in our face, a lot of drugs, you know, and being someone like Tank, growing up boxing and all that, you know, you get a habit of getting away from all that. What's up? You getting away from all that shit. You feel me? So when someone like Floyd Mayweather comes, a superstar like Floyd Mayweather comes and take you from that lifestyle, right? It kind of makes your situation better, right? You agree?
Yeah. I understand that, but I'm trying to.
It makes your life way better, right?
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to figure out like what.
Yeah, so when someone like Floyd Mayweather generates $1 billion in the sport of boxing, comes and manage your whole boxing career and tell you what to do and how to do it, like, wouldn't that be the best way to do things?
Yeah, I mean,
coming from where you come from, you don't want to. You feel me? You know, you can seep right in. You can slip right back to where you came from. So you want to just stay level-minded with someone like that, you know, who really got the sports, all that shit down pat, you feel me?
Yeah, the question I have for you is, what does that have to do with Tank? Like, we was talking about, you know, trying to figure out, you know, why Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson.
I want to know where Tank ducking, why you feel like he ducking smoke from Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson.
I didn't say he was ducking smoke from Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. What I said was, we're talking about why Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are not following the green print that Floyd Mayweather laid out. Hold on, hear me out.
I've never been a two-figure nigga, you know.
I never said you
getting money off for a while now.
Listen, I never said you was a two-figure nigga.
Taking care of both my kids and shit like that.
Listen, my brother. I never said you was a two-figure nigga. I said you have two-figure niggas online who make that argument. And I said if the shoe doesn't fit you.
I was confused too, coach, because how you get the fanboy Sugar Ray Leonard? But I can't fanboy for my man who come from my culture, who representing what I represent. I can't fanboy him.
You can fanboy him.
I can't do that.
You can fanboy him if you want to. I'm just saying these are the rules that we
have
over here.
He come from exactly where I come from. Like, I got a strong bond with people, you feel me, who come from my culture. Like, we don't got too much down here. You feel me? So when we get someone like Devontae Tank Davis,
Thuggin Dee, I think
and Lamar Jacksons and all that, we ride for our people. You feel me?
Thuggin Dee, I
think
we
ride for them.
Can you listen, brother? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please, can you just allow me to speak, please?
Yeah, I heard what you saying.
I understand that you ride for Tank. This is not even a discussion. The discussion was why Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are not following the Floyd Mayweather green print. In the chat, you were talking about how much money Tank Davis have. He got more money than your favorite fighter. And I'm like, what does that have to do with the subject matter? It's like, where did that come from? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, that's all I was saying, because if this feels better coming from where we come from, and that's what the focus of money, get our people from out where we come from. You feel me? And like, we ain't ducking no smoke though. Like, but I don't know why they ain't take the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. You feel? You know, like, I don't know why they ain't take that blueprint.
And why do you feel that they was fools for signing with Top Rank?
Devontae Tank Davis, Devontae Tank Davis is the biggest star, I think, out of three.
You say
in my opinion, you feel me? In my opinion. Yeah.
I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And I understand that. Again, I'm not mad at you for having an emotional attachment to your fighter. You from Baltimore. You explained that, hey, in B-more, you guys somebody that don't have much. So when you do find one that comes out of Baltimore that have a little something, you take pride in that and you ride for your guy. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not liking that. I'm saying over here, we have commandments over here. That's just what we go by. We put that together ourselves, a lot of people in the community. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to agree with them. You see what I'm saying? All I'm saying is we were talking about how come Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson did not follow the Floyd Mayweather green print, and it went somewhere else. It went to talking about how much money Tank got. He's the biggest star, this and that, yada, 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 yada. That's been established with me already that he's not going to fight any of those top guys because of that. You know what I mean? I'm not even talking about that. The money stuff just came out of nowhere, and a lot of these dudes, they make these straw man arguments when we talk about valid points. These are the talking points that they go to. So I'm not saying, and if you listen, hold on, hear me out. And if you listen to what I was saying, I specifically said Thuggin Dee. I'm not specifically talking about you. Right. I said that, listen, man, if the shoe doesn't fit, you should not get upset about what I'm saying. I'm only talking about the people who fit, who fits that narrative. What I'm talking about. That was it. You shouldn't even got offended about me saying that. If it wasn't
I ain't get offended on that shit. You feel? I just think like a lot of people been talking shit about Tank lately, like for no reason. You feel? Like where all the hate come from? He went from the most beloved to the most hated. You feel? And now he doing is entertaining the fans. Every time he stepped in that square, you feel me? He entertaining y'all. Why y'all throwing shit on this man? He a prize fighter. He been said it. He don't fight for the belt. He a prize fighter. He that's what he at. The bag. They chasing that boxing legacy. You feel me? And that ain't Floyd Mayweather blueprint. So they ain't take that. They went to chase that boxing legacy and went to someone who Floyd Mayweather left and made more money when he left.
Okay,
so I don't understand that.
That's it. I mean, but that's it.
That's their blueprint.
No, but what I'm saying is that's it. So you're saying that they didn't want to take that. They didn't want to take that route that Tank Davis is taking.
Yeah, they more focused on that. They're more focused on understand that.
Yeah, okay. So that's the answer. That's the answer. Then if they're not. They didn't want to take the Floyd Mayweather green print because they're focusing on cementing their legacy from a boxing standpoint. You're saying Tank is focusing on getting the bag. And guess what?
Getting people from out this situation that we live in today.
But
it's
check this out.
Down here, man. It's fucked up.
Thuggin Dee,
we gotta get our people from out this shit, bro.
Thuggin Dee, check this out. And if did you see the show? Did you see the show I did yesterday?
I meant to turn in, but I was too busy. You know, I be turning in every day, coach, but I ain't get to catch you yesterday.
The show I did yesterday.
They have an interview yesterday on a Ron podcast, and he mentioned Devin Haney can't go 12 rounds. But I mean, Coach Kenny asked him the question, and he said, no, he can't go 12 rounds with him. But we ain't got no smoke, coach. That's all I'm saying. You feel?
Okay, all right. I mean,
if the fight happens, it will happen, but I think politics involved in that. You feel?
What's the politics?
You know, if they even come out and say they want to fight each other, you might have Bob Earn and Floyd Mayweather can't even make that. You feel? Because they too tied up in these ego problems. You feel? From past shit. So it gotta make sense. You feel? It gotta make sense, coach.
It gotta make sense. What do you mean by that?
For them to fight each other, like it gotta make sense. It ain't just gonna go down. Tank gonna take the lots of money because he added a bag, right? So activating his mandatory is taking lots of money. If I'm correct.
Yeah, I'm me Thuggin Dee. I'm past that. Like I'm not on Tank.
Yeah,
I'm not
focused on the boxing like.
Yeah, I'm not on Tank fighting Haney or any of those guys. I'm past that. The reason why I actually did you listen to my show yesterday, I've said, and I said this numerous of times, they have made it clear what the plan is for Tank. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I heard you say that plenty of times. That's why I trained into you. Cause you don't be on no bullshit. You feel?
Yeah,
you be telling them how you feel. But,
and I have no issues with I have no issues with that. Yeah, I have no issues with that. All I was saying was, how come Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney did not follow the green print? That's all. And you just gave me the answer. You said that, hey, they didn't follow it because they're chasing boxing legacy. They're not chasing the bag. And that's the answer.
Yeah,
that's the answer. I get it. All right, I get it.
That's real shit, coach.
All right.
But he will step in that square. Man. Appreciate you for letting me on, too.
All right. Shout out to Thuggin Dee, man. Hey, man, be safe at work, my brother. All right? Be safe. Thuggin Dee, I want to thank you for calling in. I finally understand what he's saying. And I'm going to let you go, but before I let you go, I got to say this. People from Baltimore are dirt poor. From the hood. They don't have a goddamn thing. Not everybody. There's, not everybody and not everybody.
Respectfully.
But I'm saying respectfully. This is what he's saying. Crime ridden, drug ridden, everything is bad there. So when someone makes it out of that city and becomes a football player or a boxer like Tank, they live their lives vicariously through them because they literally have nothing going on in their lives. So his success is their success. When he come up, we come up. And I didn't see it that way because I didn't have the emotional attachment to him. And I'm not from Baltimore. Maybe if I was from Baltimore and I came up in that area, like I came up in the poor neighborhood as well. Blacks and Hispanics and whites come up in poor neighborhoods all over the country and all over the world. But he helped me realize this is what it is. So when I'm talking to a Tank Davis supporter, I have to understand the mindset from which they're speaking from. They're speaking from, we broke, we ain't got nothing, poverty, ain't shit going on, death, murder, destruction, it's all bad here. So when we find somebody who can come up from the midst of us, we get behind them and when we ride for them and we live our life vicariously through him. And this is why they argue the money stuff online. I get it now.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.